Choice Micah from Great Day on the Water Guide Service here. Welcome to this episode of Fishing and Hunting the North Country. We're on a central Minnesota lake. Small but deep lake, got a good established weed line. And we are targeting, well, where we're fishing and the techniques for fishing, we're looking for mainly largemouth, but we will probably catch some smallmouth. There's smallmouth in this lake, and probably some pike. And depending on the technique, we might catch some walleyes too. We're fishing the top and the edge of a weed line, and I caught this. You can see the topwater lure. I caught this bass on a topwater lure. Our first fish of the morning. We just got out here, but we're also running spinner baits over the tops of the weeds. We're running number 7 size crankbaits that dive down 6-7 feet along the edge of the weed line. We'll work some jerk baits, shallow ones over the top of the weeds, deeper ones along the bottom edge too. And again, for sure, we'll catch largemouth, probably some pike, probably some smallmouth, and maybe some walleyes. So midsummer, fishing the weed lines on central Minnesota prairie lakes. Stay with us. And my dad got slammed right by the boat by a pike on the spinnerbait. We just had another bass come up on the topwater on the skidder prop again and drill it, and then didn't get hooked. So that's 3 nice fish hitting here in about the first 2 minutes that we've been here. So we've definitely got stuff going on in this weed line. We're seeing minnows jumping, we're seeing sunfish and crappies swirling, so we're seeing it all. And there's Parker with Dad's pike. Grandpa told him he can take it off. Yep. All right, we'll get him back. We'll get back at it. Nice tag team there, guys. Yeah. What do you think, Parker? Good morning so far?
Yeah, but I gotta catch some.
Yeah, you're up. Hey there, got another one here. This one on the top water again on the skidder prop. Not a bad one. Get all of them without getting a hook. There we go. Well, spoke too soon. It's hooked in the bottom of the mouth. I'm just gonna grab him around the sides. T-bone that thing, got hooked with both hooks in the bottom of the mouth. The Rapala skidder prop, topwater prop bait, in kind of a silver blue shad color. Not a bad one. We've gotten 3 on that topwater bait. We've gotten a pike on the spinner bait. We had another bass go after the topwater bait, but didn't get it. We've had a couple of panfish try tapping that. And we've had a couple of crappies follow spinnerbaits up to the boat, so we got a little bit of everything going on here. We'll stay at it. And my dad here's got, ooh, we got a nice bass there on the spinnerbait.
I got my buddy here taking it off the hook.
Yep. Enlisting help from the pro, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, nice one. We'll get a picture of you guys with that too.
Team effort.
Oh, he wanted it, huh?
Yeah, he did. He hit it hard.
And there he goes. Nice job. Nice job, guys. So we're catching fish on jerk baits, spinner baits, and topwater baits right now. All right, I got a big one here. Chop the topwater. I think we got a mouthful of hooks again. I think we're gonna net him. He's a little big to flip. This is where it's good to have 3 in the boat. All right. Get a look at him.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a nice one there. And yeah, he's got a face full of hooks again.
Yeah.
I swear that net. I know a lot of guys don't think about netting bass, but when you're using treble hooks,
Yes.
not a bad idea. Got a face full of hooks, nothing to ruin a day like having to go to the emergency room to get a hook out. All right, 18.5 incher, probably 3.5 pounds. Nice one. He drilled that topwater. A couple of them have slurped it in. This one just slammed it. I don't know where he goes. Doing well. And my dad's got one on a spinnerbait, another nice bass. Should mention we're using a Frable conservation net. It's got the coated netting to be hook resistant and to be slippery so the fish doesn't get snagged and beat up a lot. We got one with a shallow hoop, not a real big hoop. This is not a musky net by any means, but bass and walleyes, even big crappies. It's got a shallow hoop so you can reach down in there and don't hit your armpit at the top and can't reach. And then it's got kind of a flat bottom so the fish lays flat across that bottom. Good one just to protect your hands and even protect the fish.
I've been working different speeds in the retrieve, and this one was like a medium speed, and he nailed it again.
All right, well, we'll get a picture of that fish and then we'll get him back. Okay, 18 incher going back. And of course he has to splash us.
He gave me a bath on
He gave you a bath. Yeah, he wasn't happy. Good fish. All right, we got another nice one here on the topwater on the skidder prop. He just drilled it. We're gonna net him. He's got a mouthful of hooks again. Oh boy, swing that up here to me. Out here.
These are ones we're getting much.
Yeah, we got a nice average size here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
This fish might be pushing 19 inches.
Oh yeah.
Got the brass there too. Come on, and there he got that skidder prop again. Get a Neil knows he's hooked solid. All right, we'll get a measurement on that fish and then we'll let him go. 18.5, 18.75 incher, 3.5 pounder. It's been feeding, they're feeding up here. He's got something in there. Thought he was gonna get another meal. Sorry, this one will hurt. Thanks for the fun though, pal. And my son Parker's got one on a topwater. What do we got there? Ooh, nice 16-inch largemouth. Face full of hooks again, so we're gonna net him. There we go. Almost jumped into the net.
You hooked him, and I took him off.
Yeah, trading spots. Who's landing and who's netting. Who's catching and who's netting. All right, we'll get him off, get a picture of him, and get him back. Okay, nice 16-incher going back. Ooh, they got some attitude. They're ready to go back, and they want to splash you when they do. I guess you can't blame them after you stick a hook in their mouth. Nice job, fellas. We're stacking them up. Just one pike and a bunch of largemouth on spinner baits, jerk baits, and topwater baits. Dad Nate got another one on the spinner bait. Parker's gonna help him out there. Like a good one. Yeah, that's another nice one. 17-incher. How do you hit that?
Same thing.
Smacked it. All right, we'll get a picture.
Going here again.
Yeah, we'll get a picture of that one and let him go. Okay, 17-incher, nice chunky one. Yep.
ready to go.
We were talking about it. These guys got an attitude like smallmouth. They jumping out of your hands. They're just going nuts. Dad's got one on here. Parker's gonna net it. If Grandpa can get it out from under the boat, walk towards the edge of the boat, Dad. You get it, Parker? Ooh, another nice one. Looks like another 18-incher probably. Okay, 19-incher going back. Nice fish there.
Give me a bath.
Yeah, we'll see if he doesn't give us a bath this time. I'm standing a little farther away this time. Not as bad. That's a more typical. Nice fish.
Well, I'll tell you, they are just hitting it with an attitude.
Yeah, that was, they're bending that spinnerbait. I got to bend it back. It's like you fought a pike. That was a 19-incher. That was on the, I want you to hold that spinnerbait up. That's on a new spinnerbait out this year. That's Berkeley's Power Bait spinnerbait. So that skirt is treated with power bait. 1/2 ounce. That's a silver shad color with a gold Colorado blade and a silver willow leaf in the 1/2 ounce. Nice fish. And my dad's got another one here on the spinnerbait. Haven't seen it yet. Oh, looks like he's coming to this side. Might as well go where he wants to go, huh?
I'm not going to argue with him.
Oh, nice pike. And we'll net him then and try to save the lure. Oh, he's going the other way. Oh, now he turned back. He's gonna go wherever he wants to. I guess no, don't try to net him that deep. Wait till he gets him up a little higher. It's a big walleye on a spinnerbait up in the weeds. We'd have to go out on the deep edge of the weeds with crankbaits for those, but we do that. We do that on metro area lakes too. Even in the middle of the summer, well, there's all kinds of bait up here. There's minnows jumping everywhere, little sunnies for the bass and pike, but I've even seen some little perch follow my bait up. The food's here, you know. Try telling the walleyes they shouldn't be here, and they'll say, well, I am. They don't ask us where they should be. Okay, 27-incher. Get that girl back in the lake. All right, 27-inch walleye on a spinnerbait, 1/2 ounce Berkeley power bait spinnerbait up in the weeds. Good job catching it, Nate. Good job netting it, Parker. Good job releasing it, Nate.
I didn't know they got this big on this lake.
Oh yeah, there's some nice ones out of here. So there's a lot of food up here, so that's why it was up here.
Well, I thought it was a pike at first because it wasn't coming up at all. It was just hanging on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then Parker goes, that's a walleye.
And just a little bitty one, 27-incher.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to do a quick review of equipment and location here. Most of our bass came on either this is a Rapala skitter prop, topwater bait, especially early. Caught some beauties. A few came up and just sucked that in, and a few absolutely slammed it. We had a couple slam it, not get hooked too, but we caught quite a few. And we're just casting this out, and you just give it a tug forward, let it pause, reel up your slack while it pauses. That prop spins, churns up water, makes kind of a chugging noise, and all the fish hit on the pause. A tip on topwater: when you see or hear the splash, don't set the hook. You're too quick, you yank the hooks out of their mouth. Just wait, it's hard, but just wait, let the fish pull the bait under, pull the line tight, and then you can start fighting it. We caught a few bass, a couple on this is a pink Rapala X-Wrap, just a jerk bait, reel it down. It's a neutrally suspending bait. Twitch it, double twitch it, just let it sit. I caught a lot of bass and a couple of pike and that big walleye on this bait. This is a 1/2 ounce spinner bait. This one happens to be the new Berkeley power bait spinner baits. And this is a silver shad, it's called. It's got tandem blades, got a gold Colorado and a silver willow leaf 1/2 ounce, and caught a lot of fish on this bait as well. I had some crappies follow this up. We had some sunfish and perch following our baits up, so we could have fished panfish too. So where were we finding all of this? Kind of pan towards the shoreline here, but we are on a weed line. Up by the shore there, you can see some bulrushes and some cattails. There it's shallow water. It's 1 to 2 feet, maybe up to 3 feet up there inside the weed line. And that's a silty, soft bottom. Some lily pads up there. And then 50 to 75 yards out from shore, the weed line starts. And it goes, and this stretch of it that we are working is anywhere from 100 to 100 and maybe 150 yards wide. Again, it's about 3 feet on the inside edge. It's about 10 to 12 feet on the outside edge before we start rolling out into the lake basin. And we caught early on the top water up over the weeds near the inside edge, and then as the morning progressed, we worked out more over the top the weeds near the outside edge, and that's where we caught most of them. We tried working at the bottom edge with deeper diving crankbaits, nothing there, so they were working the weeds from the inside edge early to the outside edge later. And again, we caught largemouth, walleyes, pike, we had crappies follow, sunfish follow, and perch follow, so we could downsize and fish panfish as well. There are smallmouth in this lake. We didn't see any of those today, but they use these same kind of areas in summer. So we got water temp at about 78 degrees. Stuff's going to be using this weed line all summer. Just a matter, depending on wind, clouds, time of day. Are they going to be on the deep outside edge? Are they going to be up over the top? Are they going to be near the inside? You just have to figure that out each day from the conditions, and then match your baits to the conditions. For Parker Smutka behind the camera, Nate Smutka, I'm Troy Smutka. Great Day on the Water Guide Service. Thanking you for watching this edition of Fishing and Hunting the North Country. We hope to see you in our next episode. Until then, good luck, and I will see you out there somewhere.